Project Veritas drops bombshell recording of CNN's Zucker refusing to pursue Hunter Biden allegations to help Biden. On Thursday, James O'Keefe with Project Veritas dropped another bombshell recording of CNN President Jeff Zucker, this time acknowledging the Hunter Biden scandals but refusing to report on it. In these morning calls, Jeff Zucker orders his people to suppress some stories not because they are false but because they will hurt his political agenda, explained O'Keefe in the video. When Zucker tells CNN reporters, hosts, producers, and editors to hype stories because they fit his narrative, or to target public officials like Sen. Lindsey Graham, it's because they do not toe the Zucker line, O'Keefe continued. O'Keefe then dropped bombshell recordings of Zucker acknowledging the Hunter Biden scandals but then refusing to report on them to help former Vice President Joe Biden. During the call, Zucker stated that he was following the story which was being promoted by right-wing news sources but then told his team not to pursue it. The Breitbart, New York Post, Fox News rabbit hole of Hunter Biden, which I don't think anybody outside of that world understood, Zucker said. Another participant on the call then made similar comments. Obviously, we're not going with the New York Post story right now on Hunter Biden, which seems to be giving its marching orders to Fox News and the right-wing echo chamber about what to talk about today, he said. Obviously, Hunter Biden's lawyer is quoted in the New York Post, and we'll just continue to report out, this is the very stuff that the president was impeached over, this is the stuff that Senate committees looked at and found nothing wrong in Joe Biden's interactions with Ukrainians, he added. Zucker then continued with his cover-up attitude by suggesting that CNN should follow in the Wall Street Journal's footsteps when it came to the coverage of the Biden family. The Wall Street Journal reported that their review of all corporate records showed no role for Joe Biden on the Chinese deal, and yes, I do put more credibility in the Wall Street Journal than I do in the New York Post, he said. Zucker also instructed his team to avoid anything having to do with the Biden's family dealings in Ukraine. In one call, a male said, having an email that, perhaps there was a meeting with someone from Burisma. It seems, Rudy Giuliani's sort of dream a vision of how to throw stuff at the wall in these closing days of the campaign. Another person on the call said, hey, Jeff, it's just David, on the Burisma story, and we should be awfully careful about that obviously, but I do think there's a media story. What in the world are Maggie Haberman and Jake Sherman doing retweeting that story? These bombshell recordings are extremely concerning to say the least. For 4 years CNN and others in the media promoted any and every conspiracy theory relating to President Trump and Russia but then refused to report on credible accusations against the Biden family.